Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So my last car accident was on August 19th, 2016. I used to have a bad habit of daydreaming while driving. I totaled my Honda Accord, and at the time, I had a really nice living arrangement. I was living in um, a rented office, if you can believe it. In Seattle, a lot of people rent office space for their startup companies, and I worked just a couple buildings down in a different startup company, and so it was really nice. And I didn't drive for 7 months. I had uh, severe anxiety after that. And then I bought Mitsubishi Lancer. Now, obviously, after the accident, my insurance jumped way up, as you can imagine, and I was anxious to finally switch over to a much more standard insurance policy. So, on the third anniversary of the accident, on August 2019, I switched over my insurance to Geico, which I still carry to this day. And so now every year on the anniversary of the accident, I'm reminded about the anniversary by having to pay my insurance premium. Thank God this year insurance didn't jump again. I mean, it's still high relative to where it was 3 years ago, but at least it was. I think it was more or less the same as what I paid 6 months earlier. Although everything else has gone up because of all the tariffs and all the other crap that's been going on, right? But I had a big wake up call last year. I was mentally stressed because I was heartbroken, and I was getting into multiple near miss car accidents every day. I confided with a colleague that I trust a lot. My colleague suggested that I take an FMLA leave from work so I could take a break from the driving. I thought about it, but then I realized, wait a minute, that doesn't really solve my problem because work is actually the only thing that's keeping my mental health together. I was heartbroken about my relationships, but I was heartbroken about not being treated right at other settings. But work was the one thing that was holding everything together, and yet, and so now it was a big wake up call. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm risking my life, risking my sanity to go to the only thing that's keeping me sane. Also, you got to remember, I was living with roommates. My car was a lifeline to all the other things in my life, right? My art projects heavily depended on the car being operable. And if I lost the car, right, if I took FMLA, lost wages and then lost the car, that's it, right? So it was a really big wake up call about how enslaved I am to the car. And so that's when I vowed to look into other options in my life, especially a possible career pivot to Taiwan, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.